some weed.
Welcome back to the Culture and Cannabis Podcast. Happy Thursday. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope everybody's having a great morning thus far. We're doing a special New Year's Eve podcast, kind of like our Christmas Eve podcast. We got everybody here today. We got Chuck, we got JC, and we got Joy. It's a full team, full squad, and we're rocking and rolling. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Staying grateful.
Yep. Having fun.
You have a new hat on, Chuck. You have a new hat on, Chuck, today.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know what it is, but it keeps me warm.
It looks like a.
I'm so comfy right
Christmas
now.
Vacation, right?
Is that Christmas Vacation? Yes, that's what I say. Or what's the guy from Looney Tunes? Elmer Fudd.
Is this like Russian, or?
I don't know.
But that hat made a huge comeback in like hip hop culture, right?
Yeah, it's making
I
a comeback.
rarely see people wear it.
It used to like back in the. I felt like maybe 5 years ago. It was like super.
Are you going for that like hipster obscure?
To be honest,
music,
it just
keeps me
warm.
Oh,
If it was a little thicker, it could be like a pillow.
It's like
too.
so warm,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know, in my house we don't use the heater because I'm cheap.
It could be a pillow.
So you just use that on your head.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear that for the New Year's Eve party that you're going to tonight?
Yep.
Where are
100%.
you going? Where you invite
I'm not going
us?
to
You're going
New
to a
Year's.
super spreader tonight?
He's going to do a super spreader tonight.
No,
Yo,
I'm
super
staying home.
spreader.
I'm staying home and relaxing. What are you guys doing for New Year's Eve?
As soon as I get done with this podcast, I'm driving to Palm Springs to go hang out with some of my closest friends that are not you guys. You guys are my close friends, but my other close friends from college. We rented an Airbnb in Joshua Tree, so we're gonna hang out there and get weird.
That's gonna be sick. What are you guys doing?
We're gonna lock ourselves in the house and get weird.
Isn't that what you guys do every day?
It's normal to me.
We're just gonna have a normal day tomorrow. Normal day today. You know, it is what it is.
But yeah, staying home. Nothing too jazzy. You know.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see Renard,
You
Oh,
can come over.
and then
at Sapphire?
at a house.
Is Sapphire open?
Yes,
It
it
is
is.
open, yeah.
The strip clubs are open. Shit. Well, listen. I want to talk about New Year's, and like obviously this year it's fucked, but in years past I feel like we were together all last year for New Year's, right?
Last year.
Yeah. We're all at Derek's house.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
That is right. But where were you? You weren't there.
No, he
What'd you
wasn't.
do last year?
I did nothing, probably.
What do you guys like?
That was right before our products happened.
Yeah, well, it was like it was
Oh.
about to drop, and we knew everything was ready to rock and roll. Shit had just got ordered, and yeah, that was crazy. Last year, 2019, I remember that was nuts. We're all in the backyard hanging out at Derek's house. Good times. My question was, like, what do you guys like doing on a regular New Year's? Like, what do you guys usually do?
I like to stay home and eat drugs.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Bro, I think it's just changed so much right now because I'm in such a, just working all the time, so I don't really, but it was fun when it's just like family and family and friends, you drink.
What about
you get fucked
what about
up.
your EDM days?
Oh, all day.
Were you like going to festivals and stuff? I went
Was
to
there any festivals?
Yeah,
No,
I
didn't.
went to
never
Snow
went.
Globe 3 years in a row, which is a New Year's Eve festival in
Tahoe, right?
In Tahoe, yeah. I went there when I was in college with actually the friends that I'm going with to Palm Springs with. That's a shit show and a half. It's very cold, but it's a good time. I mean, when you're 19, 20 years old, you're popping Molly, you're out
Sounds
there.
like a poser party.
Sounds like you couldn't afford to get in, JC.
Could also be true.
What about you, Joy?
I like to have friends and family come over. A house party.
And then just party. Simple, easy.
Because I don't want people to drink and drive or, just drive.
JC, you used to
Party.
work on the strip for New
I
Year's
used
Eve.
to,
How
yeah.
like what's the difference? Like how was that?
Well, I mean, most of my life working in the hospitality industry, I worked the holidays, right? And so, like,
Big money makers, right?
yeah, big money makers. We're in the service industry. We service the public, right? And the holidays are those big days. So, yeah, but crazy memories for, on the strip. I was, worked on the strip every New Year's Eve, I think, for 10 years straight.
What's the craziest shit you've seen on the strip on New Year's Eve? Do you have any crazy stories from the strip? I feel like there's so much shit going on.
It would just be like it's just like I just remember it was just drunken debauchery, like just all
A
the
circus.
time, just a circus. Like, I mean, it's all fun and games, but I've seen people like die at Hard Rock Rehab pool party one time when we were there.
Jeez.
Like, you know, people go hard. You know, you see girls tumble down the escalator in their high heels.
Fuck.
You know, shit, man. People get drunk and do all kinds of crazy shit. You know, have sex and throw up in the pool. You know, I've seen it all.
Jesus.
Yeah. I've heard shit.
Well, I feel like, that now that there's not going to be as much of that this year, I feel like a lot of people are going to be staying home, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be using weed this year.
Is the strip even open?
Yes.
They are gonna still close it.
It's the strip. They're not doing any like
fireworks.
Yeah, but all the casinos will be open.
Yeah.
But you can't go out.
They say
They
there's
said they're gonna close the strip still. I mean,
How many people are gonna be down there?
Just in case people are walking in the strip, huh?
They said 200,000 people are going to be
That's
down
still
there.
a lot.
Jesus.
The room
Sounds like
rates
a
were
super
so
credit
cheap.
party
But I
to
feel,
me.
yeah, but I feel like usually we get like millions of people that come here for New Year's.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that actual number is. I'm not.
I wish I would have brought more stats.
I think it's
didn't-
hundreds of
I didn't bring
thousands.
any trivia
Yeah.
today. I wanted to talk more about our feelings, but
That was
but I
funny.
did want to transition into how you can have a great New Year's Eve party without alcohol and using cannabis instead.
Sure.
So number one on the list is good environment, right? You want to be in a cool spot. So maybe it's at your house. Maybe you put up some decorations. Maybe you get some hats. You guys have any decorations that you're gonna be using today? No.
Just from Christmas.
Yeah, we still have the Christmas tree up today.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it feel like Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying?
the lights are still there.
New Year's Eve still, right? You guys have any poppers or hats or?
Oh, that's what we forgot.
No.
Well, you guys have time.
Yeah.
You guys have time.
Okay.
I usually don't do all that
You just-
stuff, but
Do you have? If there's something that you watch, do you watch the ball drop?
I mean, when I was younger, but not so much anymore.
Not as much anymore.
But like I'm probably jaded a little bit, right? From working
14,
10 years on the strip, like
Fair enough.
I think the last
I'm over
few
it.
years it's been pretty
been-
awesome
it's-
to go to bed before midnight, actually.
Feels good.
Which is cool. Well, so number one is definitely that you gotta make sure the decorations are good, make sure you're rocking on. Number two is the stuff for the party, right? There's so many options now for cannabis, and I feel like you guys have done so well by substituting stuff. So tell me about some products that you guys have been substituting for alcohol instead of for cannabis.
So to talk about the big jug of juice or whatever that we put,
Juice?
infused drinks.
Infused drinks, basically.
Oh yeah, the drinks. Either the Canna Punch or now the Zip. Or there's a new one. I forgot the name of it. It's an energy one, energy drink, infused, THC infused.
Yeah.
And then I put it in soda water.
And that's what you do. So you've been doing a lot of
With
drinks.
my lime or
So
lemon.
what are the drinks that people should be checking out today when they're picking up their stuff at the dispensary?
I would suggest those three. Oh well, the third one I don't remember the name, but I like the one because of the energy. The other two just kind of.
So what
If
we
you
have
don't drink
Sip.
it with caffeine, then
Sip's a good option. What's you say? Canna Punch is another good.
Canna
I think
Punch.
Can would be another good option to have. You can get a couple of those 6-packs.
oh yeah, I can.
Yeah,
That's
if you
right,
get the
I'm sorry,
sips,
yeah.
right? The sips are like the 100 milligrams, right? So it's perfect. It's nice, fast, cheap,
Then we
and
can
easy.
put in that big jug,
Get
and
it-
then
put it
everyone
like in
can
a
share
big
it.
jug. Put lots of juice, soda water, fresh fruit in there. Share it.
Yeah.
Iced tea.
Yeah, and I think something else that you could do too is you could be drinking that through the night. Maybe have some edibles with it. Maybe have some infused dishes. Are you guys gonna do any infused dishes tonight?
No.
No infused dishes
I'm gonna
tonight.
save it for you
mean,
guys. I'm gonna wait.
Oh,
We
okay.
have lots of edibles just chilling.
Just
So-
wait,
so we'll probably just eat those.
wait, and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
So lots of edibles, and then for the New Year's Eve at 12 o'clock, right? Instead of toasting, you could be smoking a joint.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options, right, to have a weed New Year's Eve.
What are you doing?
Fuck, dude. I think I'm gonna take a trip down Southside Lane.
No weed though? Weed.
Oh yeah,
That's
I mean,
okay.
of course.
It
I mean,
goes
You're just
well
smoking
with
we got
weed.
lots
No
of weed.
edibles?
No, I'll probably be drinking too. I'll probably be doing all of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big cocktail for
Tonight?
full time Tony. Oh yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah. Legit. As soon as I get out of here, I'm going hopping in the car.
It's like 4 hours, right?
no, it's
No?
like 2.5.
You better
Oh,
take a
okay.
nap, bro.
Nah, no naps needed for full time
I
Tony.
know.
Just lots of coffee.
I'm definitely taking a nap today.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jason's gonna get a couple naps, and you should. You deserve it. And then the last thing is your setting, right? You got the vibes, right? Like your music picks, your if you're gonna watch the ball drop, things like stuff of that nature. So are you guys have a set playlist that you guys are gonna
Oh,
use?
you know.
Well, the viewers don't. So why don't you please let them know?
She's like Barry White.
She's like, well, you already know.
He's tired of it, but I love Cascade, so I just watch all his Cascade.
A lot of Cascade, a lot of Cascada.
No, zero pescata.
A lot of tropical house. It's what it
Lot
seems. It seems like,
I would
And
have
then
started with
JC
Tropical
will-
House.
What about you, JC? What are you throwing down? Music-wise? Are you gonna pull out the boards?
EDM.
The boards?
Yeah. Next.
Like
What are the
the
boards?
decks? Is that what you're saying?
I can't wait to play the boards tonight.
The DJ boards.
Probably leave the boards in the box.
Leave the boards to skating.
I mean, yeah, probably a little bit of hip hop early in the evening, and then we'll switch over to some nice,
EDM house.
tech house as the night goes on.
Nice. Are you gonna listen to? Are you gonna do anything tonight? Are you really just gonna stay at
Chuck, you
home and
should
just
come
work?
over.
I actually think I'm just gonna see the family and stuff, and then
Oh,
yeah.
hang out
Yeah.
with your.
I'll probably like
doses?
microdose on my shrooms, and then
Oh,
just listen to music and edit.
And get rocking and rolling.
Yep.
That's very cool. Sorry, I just drew a blank there. I do. That's awesome. That's great. New Year's Eve, rocking and rolling. You guys, that's how, if you guys want to spend a New Year's Eve without any alcohol, there's some great tips there for
Yes,
you.
for sure.
If you don't want to do anything, you can just stay at home like Chuck. Or if you want to get weird like me, mix it all together. Just be safe. So looking back on 2020, it's been a fucking crazy year. It's been nuts to say the least. So like, I just kind of want to walk through what the year was. Okay, so fucking January, right? That's when licensing deal at Solaris is locked and loaded. Packaging had just come in. We're over at Solaris getting the first orders ready, because I think the first orders went out January 20th.
Something like that.
It was like the January 20th. So the first couple weeks, orders drop. We do the double state pop up.
Yeah.
First, I think we gotta be the only people that still ever do that. The pop up same day in each city, launching it, which was really cool. You guys were at Acres. I was up at Jade, which was Blue.
Reno.
You
at the time.
mean the double city? The double city.
The double city pop up.
The double city pop-up.
Let's talk about the feelings that we had there, right? Like, the excitement.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first, Chuck?
No. No, I'm just kidding. The excitement was like really up there, because it's like, oh, now we're getting into this lane that everybody said was impossible to get into, to sell products and all
Yeah.
this, and like you have to have millions of dollars or whatever. So it was definitely like a shock, and I don't think it hit me like right away. Like, oh, we're kind of in this right now. So it was super exciting, and I'm still excited, and I know a lot more is going to come in 2021.
yes, for sure.
What about you?
For
Actually,
me,
I'm gonna have Joy go
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
go Joy.
Your answer's probably gonna be a very long one, so I can only imagine. Joy's gonna be like, "It was good."
It was like whatever Chuck said.
You know how I felt, Tony.
It's true. No, yeah, it just, yeah, it was a big surprise, and it's a great opportunity that what we had, and like Chuck said, there's just so much more to come, and now that we know that we could do it, nothing's gonna stop us. We're just like so excited.
Awesome. What about you, JC? I can only imagine.
I'm gonna start crying right now. Talking about it. I mean, just loads of emotion. Probably some of the most extreme feelings of fulfillment that I've ever felt, and it was like attached directly to like gratitude, and it would come through like waves of emotion, right? And it was all about, they said we couldn't, just all the barriers that we, went through, and just the what you get when you stay committed, and you kind of like, you understand where you're going, and you just stay committed to that. You stay true to yourself, and then you fucking actually get it. You know what I mean? It's just incredible.
100p. Yeah, I think it was just, a crazy moment, I think, for everybody, right? Especially, I went to Reno. You guys were all down here. I went to Reno and did a pop-up over at Bloom, and it was just so cool, because a lot of people, have seen me rise and fall up in that Northern Nevada market, and so to come back up there with a brand that I'm a part owner in was just, it felt fulfilling, right? It felt like, I came back to do what I was meant to do there, and it went off with a bang. So really cool. So that happens. We rock and roll. January we do product drops. We fucking sell a ton of products, and then February 22nd, I think the date was, we did the Paul Wall concert, and that was a fucking blast. I think leading the week before was probably some of the most stressful days of my life, but other than that, it was such a great time. Like, I remember, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about with you first. How was the Paul Wall experience for you?
Oh, I thought it was great. I know you guys were doing most of the work, so I didn't really feel the brunt stress, you know what I mean, right away. But it did surprise me how many people like showed up and everything. And it was like a solid show, so it was super exciting. The after party was super dope. I think it was just a clean, like, well done event, and that's why I'm excited in 2021 to bring them back.
I'm glad that you remember it that way.
I told you, that's why I was like, I don't know about JC and Tony, but I know I had a great time.
There was one point on the day of Paul Wall that I was just so pissed off that I had to take a nap to like restart my energy, and I ended up being late because I took that nap. But it was what's needed to make sure that concert was gonna go on. And JC was there legit all day, which was, I commend you for doing that.
Well,
because it was raining that day too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. We were so stressed. Yeah.
It was, and I think for you it was, I was throwing you in this kind of like area that I just love to be in, but I know it's really scary. Like, because we didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't have a lot of things that we needed to get that thing done. Right?
Yes.
But I was still pushing to make it go through.
Yes, you did.
And it was just stressing everybody the fuck out. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
But
thank you for pushing that.
yeah. But I knew that we had to get it done, right? And because I've been producing like concerts similar to that without any money for a long time,
Yeah.
right? And there's ways to get it done, right? And I know it can be very, very stressful.
But we made it happen.
We did make it happen.
Yeah.
And it was an incredible show. I was actually a little disappointed in the turnout. I thought turnout could have been a little bit more, but I was definitely grateful for the whole opportunity, and then just the fact that it was raining before.
Yeah. It was also the same night as a really big.
Yeah, there was another big concert.
No, I think it was a big baseball game.
It was
or
MLK weekend, I think, too.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot going on that weekend. I forget.
There's like another concert too.
Yeah, another concert going on. I mean, like, it is what it is. I mean, we're just making excuses now. It was raining, whatever.
I thought it was a really good turnout.
I think it was fantastic, and I also think that everyone that went had a very, very good time. Like, not
They're
one
still
person.
talking about it to
Yeah,
this day.
yes, exactly,
that's-
Joy.
they're
Not
talking
one
about
fucking person was like, yeah, that wasn't that great. And so I think that if we were able to do a second one, we would have sold out,
Yeah.
sold
for
out,
sure.
sold out.
Easily.
Yeah.
What about you, Joy? I mean, you and me worked the door together. Well, I kind of worked the door with you.
That's what I love doing.
Yes.
I love greeting everyone coming in.
I've never seen Joy give so many hugs before. Like, now thinking about it, that's probably where you got
you
COVID.
No, I just love seeing people
I know everyone loves seeing
over
you
and
too.
over again, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Especially when you get to take their $20. Just kidding. All right. Well, the event popped off. That went well. We were planning. We had planned Mike Jones twice. We had planned him to do it in April. We had a big April. We took decided to take March off to really focus on April,
Which was 420.
Which was 420. Which was the whole month was 420, and then it was like the second week of March. And COVID hits, and the whole world fucking shut down, and we're like, and at that time, we were having some turmoil with some of the shit that we had going on, with getting product and stuff of that nature. So let's just talk about
that's
that.
Right. That happened at the same time.
It was all at the same time. Like, it was
right.
like, yo, if you're gonna, if you're gonna, it's like we got hit with a meteor plus a pandemic with no product, and the world's on fire. That's what it felt like for that first 2 weeks of March.
That's what makes us stronger, though.
Yep.
Everything
That's what
hits
builds
us so
character.
hard.
100K.
It was that 2 weeks, right? It was just like
We literally were just like sitting there with our hands and our hands up our ass. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, it was perfect, right? Like, I mean, we had our products in the game. It would have been a game. It would have crushed us if we didn't have products, right? The Culture and Cannabis brand would have really struggled to continue on without the products, right?
100%.
But then we had to solve all these fucking product problems, right? And
Pivoting.
I think the you know, we got slapped in the face with a bunch of stuff that we didn't know, right? When we got into the products game. And, you know, some of our pricing changed, and we had to, you know, and here's the thing, man, like, I had never sold weed before. And I think people don't realize that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I never, you know, I was never in the cannabis industry as a salesperson, right?
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, like, here I just got to go figure it out, right? And it was stressful, man. Shout out Alex Council. I think we started with the most notorious buyer in the state, in the game, right?
Still in the game, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And then March sucked. And then April, we're like, all right, well, we got to figure something out. And that's when we decided to do the 420 extravaganza event with Normal, which we did here. And that was fucking, that was awesome. I think we had like, how many, I don't know how many people watched, like 10,000 people
It was a car
watched.
wash for charity, right? Or-
No, that was
charity,
a
sorry.
different event actually. But
which
that was
one
another
are you
good event
talking
too.
about?
The 420
I
event.
forgot about that.
Yeah, when we went live for like 12 hours. It was crazy. We did a marathon.
That was definitely different. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of people had a good time with that. We were able to raise a lot of money for Normal, which was awesome. I think we raised like $4,000 for Normal, which was cool. And that was just a completely unique way. And I think it shows how, you know, resilient we really are, and how we were able to kind of throw that together within like 20 days. I think it was really cool. And then April came, that was cool. And then May is when we're like, all right, well, we got to start making some moves, right? And so that's when I think we started doing the first Culture is Food. We decided to, like, fuck it, we're going to do a Culture is Food show. And I think that was right after the 420 event. I remember, like, we were just legit at your house one day with Dean. It was you, us three, and Dean. And we're like, yo, we should just do a foodie show. And then you're like, yeah, let's just do it right now. And we're like, okay. And then you pulled out your camera.
You guys were eating pizza or something, right?
Yeah, and I called Madison. I said, yo, Madison, with Pizza Stone.
Yeah.
I said, Madison, where are you at? And she was like, I'm at the police station. I was like, all right, perfect. We're going to come down there and do a Culture is Food episode, which was super rough. We ate in the back of my car. And then we did it. And we did the damn thing, and we posted it, and we're like, oh, shit, we can do this. And then we did the second one, which was at Chiba Hut. And then the third one that was at
Luciano's.
Luciano's.
Oh, Luciano's.
Yeah, sorry, I messed that up for you. Culture is food, you know, like that's so crazy to think about. Now we're foodies, and we have an episode that has almost 100,000 followers 100,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah.
And did you guys know that we got like 200 subscribers like over the last 48 hours?
Yeah.
We're past 1,000 subscribers.
I think we're at like almost
And I
1,300
think
right
in the
now,
past week we made like 800 or close to 1,000 subscribers.
which
with that video.
is so crazy. So let's talk about Culture is Food. What I mean, what did you think about it, Chuck? Like, I mean, like when we first had the idea, I think it was your idea actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Chuck's idea, because Chuck was like, yo, we got to do something else because we can't do events. We got to do more content.
It's cool. I just know food definitely works in just the world because everybody loves food. You know, for a while, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what we're trying to do with it. You know what I mean? And how we can make it even more viable in every episode we do. But I think it's something cool for as like a top of funnel type deal where they see your guys' faces, they get to know who you guys are, and it kind of leads to culture and cannabis here and there. And hopefully we can start like integrating all the things we wanted to do with like ads and all that. Once we feel out how the algorithm works with YouTube, if they'll even accept that.
Plus, it's helping all those restaurants.
That's what I was going to
All
say
the
too. I
owner,
think
you know what I mean?
the biggest thing that's been really cool is that we were able to help all these restaurants promote during the pandemic, right? And you know, showcase places that maybe not have gotten as much love. Like Lucino's, we got a fucking menu item named after us. That's on the menu now. It says Culture Fries.
What's in there?
What, the Culture Fries?
So
Is there
good.
meat?
Chicken.
Oh, chicken.
Chicken,
Oh,
bacon,
Jerk seasoning.
Oh, there's
jerk
chicken.
It's a jerk
seasoning.
seasoning.
It's fire.
Yeah.
And it's
I haven't
it's so
tried
one
it.
of their favorite sellers too. So I went us in there the other day, and it's pretty crazy to think about, you know, because people will see the episode and then go there and try it. So it's like, you know, very unique. JC wasn't a huge fan of the idea at first.
No, I was not.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, yeah. So I guess it was just a little uncomfortable. And then, you know, like I have hyper focus about shit. You know what I mean? Like when I get stuff done, like I obsess about it, right? And I've been obsessed about selling products, right? And so I wanted to obsess on that. So it was a little bit uncomfortable for me, kind of getting away from the topic of just cannabis, right? And seeing if that was even actually worth my time, right? But I had to, you know, I was practicing staying open-minded, and then, you know, you're my partner, and I know that you enjoyed it, and so, you know, I did keep an open mind about it, and I wanted to see, you know, if you could really excel and blossom in that area, right? Because I knew that it would come back and help all of us, and I think it has, right?
Yeah.
You know, and as you know, kind of like my role in our group, right, is, you know, I try to feel like I want to make sure everybody's in the right position to where they're happy, and you know, we're moving along, and I think Culture's Food has been that for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love doing Culture's Food. I think it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to help restaurant owners. I think it's cool just to talk with them. I think it's cool to be in that scene, and I love the idea of food and weed being hand in hand.
Yes.
And so I think it just makes us as a company so much more unique.
Yeah.
Compared, you know, no other fucking cannabis brand has a foodie show, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It gives us a lot of depth and a lot of.
I love a depth too, right?
Yeah.
Because now people know us on more than just the guys that sell weed level.
Yeah.
Or throw events.
Yeah.
Plus, our name is Culture and Cannabis. I mean,
Right.
we're going around the whole culture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too.
culture
So
is
there's-
everything.
yeah.
Food, music, art, and all
Yeah.
that. So,
So you guys
I
are
think-
opening the doors for culture.
And so the summer months, we were traveling a lot to Reno. We went a lot up to Reno. We had a great time up there. Reno was great. What are some of your favorite Reno memories?
The drive.
The drive.
I know you guys hate it.
You like to drive
like
Reno?
to
I know. You know I like to drive.
Oh, okay.
there.
Well, that's good to know. But is there any-
Stressful on my shoulders because I'm like tense.
Joy is our official Reno chauffeur.
Yeah. I'm for sure backup quarterback.
Back up, yeah.
Whenever Joy's like, I don't want to drive, all right, I got you. Sometimes I'll force Joy not to drive because I know she's been driving so much. But do you have any favorite memories of being up there?
The
Any-
people, our
Spec-
friends
anything-
out there.
Anything
to see them.
specific?
Specific.
Yeah, like a specific memory.
There's so many. No.
Okay. JC, any specific memories?
Yeah, I'll help her out here. So, I mean, like Reno for me and the Northern Nevada. Did you want to say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Last year. Okay. I mean, the Northern Nevada area and the people there and the culture, it's been really symbolic for, you know, me and, you know, for our group, I think, you know, as we growed, right? And, you know, Chuck and Joy and I used to drive up there for 2 years to service New Leaf,
two
right?
times a month almost.
Yeah, and it was just insane, right? And it was probably too much that we were going up there, but I believed in the content marketing that it would come back, right? And I was right about it. And it's kind of like blossomed. Now we have our own company. We're going down there and we're executing on bigger levels. And so just the whole Reno kind of like area and just situation is just kind of like symbolic of our growth, symbolic of you coming on the team and bringing it all together. So it's just a special place for me, and it's always special when we get to go up there.
Chuck?
Reno's I really like it up there. It's like because it's just more culture up there. It's a little bit way more different vibes than out here in Vegas, because Vegas is such a tourist based city, so there's not really a lot of local stuff. So feeling that culture that's in the same state is really cool. And I like the vibes up there a lot. And it's definitely I would love to live up there, but at the same time I don't want to live anywhere because I feel like it'll just destroy that place for me. You know what I mean? So visiting is definitely a place I love to visit.
Nice.
What about you? What's Reno to you?
I mean, Reno's so many things to me, man. I mean, that's that's the place.
home.
Stomping grounds.
Yeah, stomping grounds, man. That's the place that made Full Time Tony. Yo, I went there as Anthony Lee and came out Full Time Tony. So it's just like that place is very special to me and like my growth. And you know, I tell people all the time I have unfinished business up there. I'm gonna go back and I've got to stake my claim. But for the time being, it's been fun. You know, coming down back to Vegas and hanging out with you fuckers.
You think that's
and,
where you're gonna die?
I might. There's a chance I might.
Die old,
I might die old in Vegas. I mean, in Reno. I just love the state of Nevada as a whole. So, and I was born in Las Vegas, and I'm just like, I went to UNR, so I'm like in the very Nevada bred, and so, I just love the state very much, and like I don't like consider Las Vegas or Reno my home. I can consider Nevada my home,
Nice.
which has been very cool. So yeah. So that happens. We did summer. We did that car wash. We're running a little short on time, so I'm gonna move faster a little bit. We did the car wash, which was great, and then we go to Oklahoma for the first time in August, which was fantastic. We land a licensing deal out in Oklahoma, and then we go back for the month. Let's talk about Oklahoma. Chuck,
I think Chuck wants to
you can
have
go.
this conversation.
Chuck, you can go first.
A month was too long in Oklahoma for me. I think it was just definitely, once again, the people out there are super friendly, and the culture is dope out there. But I can't do the weather. That's the only thing that hit me hard, was just like 6 days of gloom and rain. That was like, it was legit hurting my body.
You're
Something with like
too,
gloom.
right?
Yeah. I feel it. Like, even when I'm sleeping, like right when I wake up, I can feel that it's gloomy out, because sun usually wakes me up.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing that was like I wasn't feeling. But it was actually it got really nice out when we were there.
Yeah.
Like after that week.
Closer too, you guys.
But oh yeah, and then
Me and Chuck really got to know each other. Chuck really got to know me. I pretty much knew who Chuck was, but Chuck really got to know me. We had a good time though. I took care of Chuck.
Yeah.
I took care of you while we were up there.
we did stuff.
We were able to make it all happen and make it work.
You guys
And
did.
we had some good times. We had some good laughs. We had some good memories. What about you guys?
Go ahead.
Don't go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oklahoma's so many things, symbolic of so many things. But like we're in wholesale retail business, right? It's still federally illegal. So for us to scale our business, we have to move our products from state to state.
Yeah.
Can't sell them online. That's the nature of our business, right? So.
It's crazy how many people don't understand that.
Yeah, so that's
It's like
yeah.
oh, you just want to sell it in California and like all these other states. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was just legal there. It's like
Yeah.
no, bro. It's not like it doesn't work like that.
I wish it worked like that.
That'd be way easier. Make my life 100 times easier.
When it's federally legal, will it be like that?
I mean, maybe.
It
I
just
think
depends
it's
on the
still
regulations.
of
Got
the
it.
state, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think when it comes federally legal, they'll basically just change the tax laws.
Yeah.
For the most part, and then it'll come down to state regulations.
And then if I don't see why states wouldn't want interstate commerce, because like it would make a lot more sense for places like Oregon and Washington where it's super easy to grow weed, and it's like you could have a bunch of outdoor grows in Northern California, Southern California that could ship to all across America.
I guess if it's the state wants money, right? They'll like keep it guarded up.
Yeah, I just feel like think about beer, right? I mean, Budweiser wants to sell in every
Yeah.
market. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
want.
Yeah, right. So it's just like I think, and I think people in New York are gonna want to sell their weed in California, and people in California are gonna want to sell weed in New York. So
I just couldn't believe how many dispensaries were out there. It's like 7-Elevens.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
I
and
think
it's-
there's more I think there's
Across the
more than
street.
7-Elevens.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I will say that the Oklahoma thing and the move was an inception from COVID, right? And I think
Yeah.
COVID took a lot of things from us, but it also gave us a lot of things, right? And with our brand, the Culture and Cannabis brand, it's always been about the story, right? And always been about the people and the culture and how it transcends through everything. And so when we used to kind of tell that story through the event process, and when that was taken away from us, it was kind of like, what kind of story do we tell now, right? And the opportunity to take our business to other states became kind of that storyline, right? And to kind of create the greatest hustle story ever told by young kids from Nevada with no money and just trying to figure out this cannabis game and take it to as many states as possible became that story, right? And so for the next 3 years, we have that storyline to kind of execute on, and that was kind of like the big gift from COVID, right? Is that we were given this new kind of like direction in our business, which is even way more impactful than than it started this year before COVID.
100%. So we come back from Oklahoma. Also, just shout out to everyone in Oklahoma. Everyone was so awesome out there.
Yeah.
I think
A lot of good people.
the best
So
best
nice.
thing about Oklahoma were the people, man. I mean, everyone's
Yeah.
so nice. It's definitely like the Oklahoma hospitality was very
It
real.
shocked me every time somebody waves at me. I'm like, what are you doing?
What the fuck do you want, motherfucker? We come back. It's Thanksgiving. We do Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and
Now we're here.
Now we're fucking here. And that's the year, man.
Yeah.
So 2021. I want to go around the table. What are the big goals in 2021 for you personally and for for you in the company, Chuck, and the company as a whole?
To definitely be in more markets, killing it in our product game, doing more type of content, like even more content, and yeah, just growing as a team and everything, and making sure we're all happy, doing the right things, and creating the best cannabis products in the market for sure.
Okay, gang.
That's what it is.
Joy?
You got some goals there?
Yeah, more products to offer. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Personally, I want to be a better father, better leader, better friend, better business partner. I focus on those things through, my like reading books and feeding my mind, and through working out, and then actively trying to participate and being better, right? And then for our company, man, like I think 2021, I think we can get into 3 more markets, put us 4 markets, solid markets in 2021: Missouri, Arizona, Oklahoma, and Nevada.
Big time. Yeah, I think for me, I think it's the markets, but I think for me it's also building the culture and cannabis squad out. I think this upcoming year we're going to be doing so much, and we're going to have so many opportunities, and so I want to bring other like-minded people on our team who will be able to participate in the things that we do and are able to keep up with what we're doing. And I think those people are out there, and I know they are. So I'm just very excited, and then have the opportunity to be a leader, and, take a hack at managing people, just because I've never done that before, on a big scale. And so yeah, that's something that really excites me. And I like the idea of building the company infrastructure up, right? So that we're a super solid company and we can strike when we want to strike, and we know what we're doing, and we got budgets and things are planned out. So I think 2021 is going to be a big growth year for us. I think this year was like, we got the foundation laid, and now it's time to build a house. So.
There you go. That's a good way to see it.
Yeah. So, and then I want to keep growing. I want to keep buying acreage. So every year it's about, getting bigger and better. So, and making sure that we're efficient. And that's pretty much it, And that's the Culture and Cannabis podcast, guys. That's the
2020.
2020 in the fuck 2020. But yeah, that was been great. Thanks.
Nice work, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
great job, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
We will all be here because you guys are just. What did I tell you the other day?
They're the best guys ever.
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, no, that was the exact
Yeah,
words.
remember,
But we wouldn't be here
we
if it
all
wasn't
need
for
to be
you
here.
guys.
Yeah, I
for
think-
this to be here.
Yeah, I think each
guys
and every one
have.
of us needed each other to get to where we're at today.
Yeah.
Like, I think about all the time. Like, I remember JC Coates being like, "Yo, dog, you need to get your ass in front of a fucking camera." And I was like, "Okay, that sounds good." And now my ass is in front of a camera all the fucking time. Now I direct people on fucking camera. So it's just like
The master director.
you know what I'm
now.
saying? So there's just like so many things that I think we've told and done for each other that are like so like maybe minor in like what we say to other people that really elevate us
Correct.
as a group. So it's just been really awesome, and I that's how I know we're a great team. And man, fuck, dude, 2021, 2022, and the years to come, they're not ready. You guys aren't ready for us out there. I don't think realize we're savages in this room, right? There's a bunch of fucking savages, and we got more savages coming on our team. So,
Yes.
so that's it. Yeah, any last words from anybody?
Happy New Year.
Happy
Happy
fucking
New Year.
Guys, stay
That's,
safe.
Stay
that's the
safe.
Culture and Cannabis podcast. We love you guys. We thank you guys.
Love
We'll see
you.
you guys fucking next year. Peace.